hydroponics, right? Hydroponics is basically you buy some chemicals, put in the water, and the chemicals fertilize the plants. And you have to keep buying more chemicals, and now and again you have to change the water.
Okay.
This is aquaponics. It's a combination of hydroponics and aquaculture. Aquaculture, we basically have a big pond and you grow fish in the aquaculture, right? Or fish farms. I have a little fish farm in a barrel. That's where I grow my fish.
The barrel?
In the barrel there's fish. And then I pump the water from the fish into the fish water, which is got full of the fish waste. Every time I feed the fish, they poop in the water, and then the poop basically washes into the grow bed. And once that poop is washed into the grow bed, there are bacteria in the grow bed which breaks it all down. And once it's broken down, this lemon basil is smelling lovely. Smell that.
Oh yes, very nice.
So once it's all broken down, it basically provides food for the plants. So you end up with this closed ecosystem where once the system is up and running, you only feed the fish. You only have to buy. Right now, my system at home, which is a 300-liter system, it actually can grow quite a bit of plants. I have about 25 tilapia in the tank. I spend only about $15 on fish feed every month, and I keep harvesting plants like crazy. Vegetables wise. So that's the general idea is growing a small ecosystem for a small upfront investment. The know-how is all open source, it's public domain. You find lots of free examples on my blog as well. Free examples on how to do it for yourself. And the materials are off the shelf, there's nothing specialized.
Hello all makers, there will be a water rocket launch by the Sustainable Living Lab or SL Square, which will be happening in around 3 minutes time at 12 p.m. Subsequent launches will be happening every half an hour. So see you outside for the rocket launch. Thank you. Oh, it's just outside, just outside the marquee.
You'll notice I bought some beautiful ornamental plants down there as well. And I do that to attract beneficial insects. Because you want to create an ecosystem, you want some beautiful insects like ladybugs. Ladybug is an awesome thing. Ladybug will eat anything. Ladybugs will eat aphids or any other thing that will basically affect your plants. Because again, this has to be organic. You can't use pesticides on the plants. Pesticides will poison your fish. The fish die, your plants don't eat.
The water will have to go to the fish below it.
That's right. So if you look over here,
you were mentioning
right. So this is called a bell siphon because the pipe over there, the water level will rise to the level of that pipe starts overflowing.
Yes.
And once the water starts overflowing, this little cap on the top actually creates a lock into a siphon, like the way a toilet works actually. And once that siphon is engaged, the water flushes out to the bottom. It just whoosh flushes out, and that rapid fall of the water level sucks air into the root system, floods the roots with fresh air from the environment, and then the water level slowly rises to flood the roots with water, nutrients. Nutrients flood air, nutrients air, and that cycle is what the roots need in a system like this.
Just how you stay in the condo.
Stay in the condo and I'm doing this. And I am not just growing like beneficial or like small things. My system is kind of grown out of a little bit out of control. So the system is quite big, and just a few days ago I harvested like a huge handful of green chilies, and I'm going to make my system even bigger. My system is 300 liters now. I want to take it to 5,000 liters a month. And 5,000. And the interesting thing, right? The 5,000 liter system should cost me about $1,000 to build. The way that I want to build it. My first attempt probably will be $1,500. Once I've built it, it'll probably cost me $500 per annum to run it, because I will have to feed the fish. So most of the $500 will be fish food. Maybe some breakage of equipment here and there. But for $500 operating costs per annum, including seeds, I will be generating 1.5 tons of fish at home, 3.5 tons of vegetables at home, which is in an area about 20 square meters. That is because in this system, plants, because of it, I explained to you how the nutrients are delivered to the root system. Plants grow in half the time using 10% of the water that they would use in a soil-based system. So you get to maturity in half the time, 10% of the water from a normal soil this system.